Well, we're from the small Welsh town of
Concrete jungle left it in order, not far from the border. When you're in Newport, Gypsy's ferry makes you feel brand new. Walk down with a special crew who hates the word Newport, Newport, Newport.
All the excitement of Derby Day at Wrexham Library. I've been asked to do the preview, or contribute to the preview of the match on BBC Wales. So yeah, it's not 7 o'clock yet, and I'm off to just give my profound thoughts. Probably at this time of day, they'll be even less valuable than usual. See, I can't even get a sentence out. Oh, it goes. I'd humiliate myself in front of the nation. That was good. That was fun. I ended up turning up half an hour early, managed to get myself non-league paper, and made copious notes on bizarre statistics that you just wouldn't bother with if you hadn't got up and was sitting in a radio studio for 20 minutes at 7 o'clock on a Sunday morning. And I just used none of it, because there's just no need, is there? But the strange things people do, I don't know. Right, so I've got, let's see, 50 minutes before I head off for a lovely early morning kick-off down to South Wales. But I'm sort of looking forward to this. I kind of think it's not going to be what we expect. It's not going to be a madcap derby. Everyone thinks it's going to be. And I'm sure Newport fans will make a superb atmosphere. Fair play to them. That's their reputation, yeah. But one of my boring facts I spotted in non-league paper, and this is going to be hard to believe for any Wrexham fan who's seen this over the last couple of years, we're second in the fair play table, and they're third. We're both supposed to be footballing teams. I think there's a running track around the pitch as well, so it's probably going to take some of the atmosphere away. So, yeah, well, we get a studied, careful, continental chessboard-style game. No, but it may not be quite the blood and guts match we're expecting.
Like Alan Partridge, we're back on the telly. But this isn't Skirmish, a satellite channel combat-based game show. Well, it might be combat-based, sadly. I hope not. It's a strange setup here with the running track. It should be quite interesting to see just a good view of the pitches. I've only ever seen one game, I think, with the running track around it. It was at Bayern Munich's old ground in a snowstorm. It was very odd. You could barely make out what was going on the pitch. And there is the high-tech setup, the premium sports or Premier Sports, whatever have brought with them today. So, actually, it's ours, I must admit. We were initially put all the way down there. The press box is absolutely jam-packed, being taken over by the BBC. And so we find ourselves stealing seats in the director's box and hoping that we get away with it. But as we couldn't get reception on our equipment, we've got it by putting it as high as possible and strapping it down. We're ready for the storm.
Well, back home now, after the usual mixed feelings after seeing the team play really well, and then when they nearly earned an excellent win, despite the fact that you've been playing with 10 men for the whole second half. Oh, that went in right at the end. But a good performance, I was pleased with it. Heck of a journey back. I made a beginner's error at the match. People were talking about how horrible it is to drive down the A roads to Newport and down to South Wales. I always enjoy going that way because you get to go through Simmons' Yacht. I don't know what a yacht is, but one day I'll drive through there and find out. So I said, it was fine, it was clear, and I went. Shouldn't have tempted fate on the way back. Man, it was tractor after tractor after tractor. At one point it was even a tractor carrying another tractor, which I thought was fairly impressive. Well, the most impressive thing about today's match was the autograph hunters. I do come back to this occasionally. It does fascinate me. Middle-aged men collecting autographs is a strange thing in my eyes. Kids collecting it, great, no problem. I didn't when I was a kid. My lad does. But your kids... the odd thing here, actually I just realised there's an example. Alright then, I've got Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier signed picture on the wall. Okay, I've got a couple of signed Wrexham posters up there somewhere as well. I know that is Les Cartwright. Fair enough, I think that's okay. I might be looking a bit of a hypocrite now, but I don't know, it's obsessive, it's weird. There was a strange sight. Curtis Oben tries to get on the coach, he can't, because as always there's blokes around. They're always, to be fair, they give you fair warning by their appearance, the unkempt hair, the anoraks usually smell slightly of urine, and Oban gets blocked off at the entrance of the bus by a bloke who then makes him wait while he sorts all these different pieces of paper out, because they'll come equipped with all these, scrapbooks, which have post-it notes all over showing where the different players are, because they've researched the opposing team, and they want all these correct pages signed. What they do with them, I don't know. There's a great story Danny Baker tells, where he knew Spike Milligan and he was with him, and the bloke came up to Spike Milligan and asked him for his autograph, and Spike Milligan was really bemused and said, but what will you do with it? And eventually he did sign it, but also took the bloke's address and turned up and announced at his house 2 weeks later to say, have you still got that autograph? What are you doing with it? As a kid, collect them, fine. But what's these guys do with their indexed autographs? Only Obeng's standing there. He has to wait for ages while the bloke's sorting all those bits of paper out. Declan Walker tries to get on the bus. He can't, because now the entrance to the bus is blocked. And he's put into a queue behind Obeng. And then Knight Percival comes, same fate. So we've got a 3-man queue now, waiting while this bloke sorts out all his bits of paper for each person to sign. And I must be honest, maybe because I used to get autographs when I was a kid, I always think it was very rude when people turn down a request for an autograph. But I think when you're in a position where you're standing waiting while a bloke sorts out all his stuff to give the correct bits of paper to sign for someone else, and then someone else, and then you, maybe you're within your rights to turn them down anyway. It always fascinates me that. What really fascinated me was that sitting right behind me was John Toshak. When he came out of the players' entrance, the autograph hunters weren't interested. They hadn't brought the correct indexed books, and therefore they didn't have the correct bit of paper for him to sign. So an actual international manager who has played for Liverpool and managed Real Madrid, no thanks. But they did want Declan Walker because they were ready for him. Hey, lucky lad.
Well, we're from the small Welsh town.
Newport